Yeah, this is for the culture and for those who love us. Chill, CMW, Compton's most wanted in this motherfucker. South side to the best, north side to the beast. Doing folk with the 80. Greater later, player to player. Real shit lasts forever.
Hit it, D. All right.
Yeah.
It's the sixth
What's
show.
Once
Six
again.
shows in. That's right. We got my boy Montage One.
Yep.
The legendary Chill, CMW.
What it is.
And MannyUP. And that's me.
Manny.
That's right. And Big D, the producer and the NG for the sixth show.
D, motherfucker. D.
All right.
Hey, it don't make no sense. Load him up.
I know, right?
I know. Y'all just like to say
we got
it.
him.
Yeah. Y'all just got to say it. All right, we got a special show tonight. We got a great guest.
Boy, do we.
We got a legendary business music exec, manager to the stars.
Responsible for a lot of Crip music.
And blood music.
And blood music.
Exactly.
But a lot of Crip music.
A lot of historic West Coast music. Let's just put it like that.
Hands
a lot
down.
of historic West Coast music. I always say there's two trees in California. It's the Easy E tree, and there's a lot of branches that come off that tree and spread across a lot of parts of Los Angeles and California. And then we got the Greedy Greg tree.
Hello.
And it's a gang of branches that spread out.
Man, let me get a
and
round of
touch
applause
lot
for that
Give me
shit
that.
right there.
That's the Greedy Greg
That's what
tree.
I'm saying.
And probably everybody, not even probably, everybody at this table has touched a branch off our Greedy Greg tree.
Oh, yeah, man. I want to thank you for letting me fuck with that PV. You know what I'm saying? I still remember that board, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, shout out to this dude. Welcome, man. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having
Welcome,
me.
Greedy Greg, the
Greedy
legendary
Greg.
Greedy Greg.
West Coast legend.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's all good, brother.
All good. So we're going to get right into it.
Go for it.
All right, Greedy. All right, just give us a brief history, how you started. I know you was a DJ. Take us from there.
Yeah, I started out as a DJ. Then my first group I fucked with was I was
We can cuss on
Oh,
here.
yeah, we can
Yeah,
cuss.
yeah.
We talk shit.
So the first group you fucked with was what?
Tone Low. I got Tone
Nice.
Low.
Tone
Tone
Low.
Low deal on Delicious Vinyl.
Okay.
And then next step, after
Give yourself some more mic. Bring it forward a little bit.
Just a little bit. There we go.
There you go.
After Tone, I started fucking around with AMG,
Nice.
and we came
Bitch
together.
better have my money.
Yeah, but his first record wasn't Bitch Better Have My Money.
Before then.
It was a song called My Big Vicious Dick.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
That sounds about right.
That sounds about right.
AMG.
Whoa.
Shout out to AMG, man.
Shout out to AMG.
Yeah,
that's
that's
noodle.
was that when Stan was his hype man for a hot second?
I have no idea. I've never heard that
Stan,
song.
Andre was his hype man for a second, right? And DJ.
No, he had another DJ called, what was that guy's name? I forgot.
So look, let me go back to Tone Low.
For sure.
You was DJing for him.
No, Tone was my cousin. And,
Well, he still is. You know that, right?
not in his mind, huh?
not in my mind. No, he ain't my
Shout out to Tone Low.
It's still shout out to Tomo.
But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? That's your cousin. Y'all was rocking together,
Yeah,
basically.
he was in a group called the AAA Crew.
Okay.
Dope.
They were all Anthony.
Huh.
And then at the time I was DJing, I had a sound and lighting company, and the guys from Delicious Vinyl, Matt Ross, he called me, was looking for an artist, and so I took him to Tone. I took Tone over there to them, and they started working on songs. They released about 3 records before Chiba Chiba, On Fire,
That was my shit, Chiba Chiba.
and then Wild
Nice.
Thing. When he did Wild Thing, he didn't like Wild Thing. I told him, I said, man, this is going to change your life.
It's always the songs we don't like.
Yeah.
It's always the
Wow.
songs we don't like.
He hated that song.
Man.
That's crazy.
I believe
That's
that.
crazy.
I believe it.
I don't care. Give me some round of applause for Wild Thing for sure.
Oh, yeah, that shit went
did change.
international.
That's the white girl turn up.
That's the turn up. Exactly. That's the bridesmaids turn up in Aruba, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was still fresh on the business, trying to learn the business, and I started hanging out at Total Track Studio.
Right.
With Courtney and Tracy.
Courtney and Tracy. Kendrick.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then we they were working on the LA Dream Team at the time, so I was just trying to get my chops together.
Right.
And we did a record. We did the Dream Team in the house. I was just learning.
Man, that's legendary.
That
man.
is legendary.
You know what I'm saying?
Quit
The Dream-
downplaying
come
that.
on, man.
Quit
The
downplaying. That was dope.
Dream Team in the house. Man, that was the classic jump, Greedy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Man, rest in peace to Snake Rudy Party.
Rudy Party,
You know what I mean? And then Snake Puppy, the LA Dream Team. You know what I'm saying?
Guy, then,
That's West Coast right there, man.
What year was
all
that?
day.
What year was that?
19, I don't know.
84.
Yeah, I was about to say 84.
85? I
Yeah.
thought it was 85.
85, 86.
Maybe
About
they the
85.
middle.
Around that time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. See, you know what I noticed, fellas? It's always a guy behind the guy that's really making the guy.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying? And
Every
Rudy
time.
Greg is one of those guys.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Always.
You know, when you're thinking about groups like, you know, the groups he's speaking on, or a BG Knockout and Tracer,
Right.
or what was the singing chicks you had? What was their
Mocha
name?
Steph.
Mocha
Mocha
Steph.
Steph.
Mocha
Come
Steph.
on, you know what I'm saying? It's bigger than hip hop with this guy.
Yeah.
Or we can go to the big guys. You know what I'm saying? DJ Quick in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How
Domino.
Domino. You know what I'm saying? It's always the guy behind the guy that's making the guy the guy.
Right.
He's the guy.
Well,
You know what
sure.
I'm saying?
He is definitely the Russell Simmons of 76th Street.
Totally. Straight up hustle.
Full on.
You know what I'm saying?
That tree. A lot of branches. A lot of branches.
I always try to make it about my groups instead of about me, so that's why.
That's a good behind the scenes guy. It is.
You know,
about
I had
the
a
artist.
show somewhere. I think it was at the Microsoft Theater somewhere, and I'm walking on the stage in the back trying to duck everybody because everybody trying to follow me to get where I'm at, so they won't get kicked off. So I'm by myself, like looking like I don't see nobody. And who do I run into? Greedy Greg. While DJ Quicken on them rocking, they throwing bottles and all type of shit going crazy. Greedy's back there on the phone like, yeah.
That's right. Man, handling business.
In
handling
the
business.
cut, the guy behind the guy, making the guy the guy.
Always.
Yeah.
So to bring it back, so LA Dream Team.
Then I started working on. I tried to be a producer, but I realized I can't produce.
Man, you produce.
I can fix your record,
That's right.
but I can't.
You can Dr. Dre it.
I can Dr. Dre it, but I cannot sit there and punch
You
a
made
beat.
some of my beats sound hard. That shit we was working on with Scooby was hard.
Yeah, that was some good stuff.
That was good stuff.
It just,
Nice, nice.
just never happened.
Yeah.
I had bought a Mirage keyboard. That was the first sample.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Esonic. Esonic.
Yeah. Then I was working on a Bobcat's record.
Bobcat, Cat Crew.
Yep.
Bobcat.
Shout out.
Worked on that record. And then after I worked on that record, I was in the studio with Court and Tracy, and they were working with Claudia. If you know Claudia was the girl in Bobby Brown's video.
Wow.
And she was in Hammer's video.
Wow.
And she had a reputation of if you get her in your video, it's going to go platinum.
Wow.
So-
Classic.
So,
She was a Nate Dogg, but if dancing and singing,
Dancing Nate Dogg.
it ain't a hit.
She cracked off. She
Big
cracked off
dog
that
on it.
video vixen. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's
She
it.
cracked that off.
the eviction off. Yeah,
Right.
Exactly. And then Quick was producing her. So that's how I met Quick. He was in there producing her, and Quick came and was like, "Hey, I got some records, man. I belong to the group Penthouse Players." I was like, "Okay, let me check it out." You know,
Wow, that's how you met him.
that's how we met. You know,
I was going to ask you that. How did you meet DJ Quick and that
Then
crew?
We formed a relationship, and I invited him over to my little studio.
So how was those sessions? Was you drinking 40 ounces back then? Because that's what Quick said on the record.
I just bought them.
You just bought.
He was the
I could
supplier.
vouch for
That
that.
was the supply.
He was the supplier.
Distributor
I
of
could
beer.
vouch for that.
Yeah.
So what was the difference with working with like DJ Quick was basically on the red side? Because this is LA culture. You know what I mean? On the red side. And then a group like BG Knockout and them and myself and Battle Cat and all them coming through there.
It was crazy. I didn't gangbang. I didn't, I hung out with Crips. I grew up in the Crip neighborhood, and most of my folks was Crips. But it seemed like once I started working with Quick, I got that jacket. I was a blood. The rumor was I was some big blood from
Right.
I was like, hey, man, I don't know nothing you talking about.
Yeah. I mean, I say that because, you know, you have it. You're not a gangbanger. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, we part of the culture on this coast, and you produced and been a part of great gangbang records and gangbang artists. Yes. You know what I mean? So, you know, to remain neutral and stay sucker free out of all that shit, you know what I'm saying? That's big in itself.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, shout out to that right there.
Give me something.
I'm gonna give you this little nugget. I was so engulfed in gangster music I passed up on the Black Eyed Peas.
Wow. Wow.
But this was before they had Fergie.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
When
yeah.
they had Kim.
first chick, yeah.
When they still had Kim Hill.
And I was like, I'm some gangster shit.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually know that in the time zone. I think I remember hearing that actually, bro.
Well,
Real talk.
he came over to my studio, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this.
Was Tim around there at the time?
Yeah.
Yep. Tim told me this story actually.
Wow.
He told me.
Wow.
Yep.
That's that's pretty dope. But greats always pass.
Well-
it seems like on something that blows up.
I never.
I mean, that's a dope opportunity in itself.
Yeah.
I never cried on things I missed.
Okay.
I just looked at it wasn't for me.
At that time.
At that time.
That's the best way to look at it. Like that
That's
ain't
the
fun.
real. Yeah.
You know, I wasn't. Oh man, I fucked up. No. I passed up on a lot of stuff.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, when
He
you're
technically
doing,
passed up on the sick block, but I understand why. Though. Niggas is unorganized.
I got a hella story about Greedy and the sick block. Like we used to try to come down the street and be like, Greedy, we ready. He'd be like, oh no. You're not ready enough. He'd be like, damn. We go back, do some more beats, come back. Greedy, for real. Look, listen. Like, need some more work. Okay, come back down. We was just happy to be able to come down though and be like, here, listen. Whether he said yes or no, at least we had a real ear that
Seriously,
was in the game
man,
that just would listen.
You really molded like our beginning. You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
By being able to soak up all the things over there, bro. Like it was so appreciated. You didn't even
Man,
know, bro. Like
man.
from upstairs with helping Battle Cat bring in fucking shiploads of fucking gear and shit out of that band. You know what I'm saying? On down to being in the regular studio, man. So much game soaked up, bro. So like on that, let's give a shout out to that nigga for that, please.
Big shot,
That's good too.
That's
one
good
love.
too. Yeah, that's one love, man.
Yeah,
because
real.
I learned, and my first professional thing was with Lonnie Simmons of the Gap Band, and I worked with Lonnie Simmons, and he would give me game, and it was old school game. And then the second person after Lonnie was Greedy. I didn't have to ask; I would just look. Like he knows what he's doing.
He's definitely he's definitely been instrumental in my career, and I want to thank you for that. For
sure.
You know what I mean? Greedy, you know, I basically lived in this studio in the back.
Right.
You know, when the water was tripping, and you know what I mean? I was back there. Me, AMG's, Cousin Reg, and
That's right.
Bokey. You know what I'm saying? And then we had a white guy with us, Subflow.
Subflow.
You know what I mean? He knew how to work a computer.
Right.
Me and Greedy didn't. We analog guys.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Greedy had the big ass Jamaican speakers in the wall and shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We up all night drinking and just bumping. He would say just hitting the kick drum. Ain't hitting nothing else because we just bumping. You know what I mean?
man.
But that's why I learned how to, you know, perfect my shit as a producer. You know what I'm saying? Remember the deal we had with Snoop and, you know what I mean? Different shit like that. I didn't even know how to separate my outs and all that and shit. He
Right.
showed me all that shit.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Very, very instrumental.
Yeah.
Like I said, those branches go very, very long and they grow.
Totally.
And man, other acorn trees have been made from Greedy Greg's tree.
Yeah.
Believe that. So you pass on the Black Eyed Peas, you meet Quick with the Penthouse Players,
Right.
you formed a relationship. The rest was history. Did he actually record his first album at your house?
Yeah, we had most of his stuff was already done, but we refined it on the 688.
Because he had that mixtape first.
Yeah, he had
right?
that mixtape,
Right.
but
Okay.
it was Player Ham and the Penthouse Players. Then he had his own cuts that he he played for me, and I was like, oh shit,
Dope.
dope.
Nice.
And what I did was I got with him and we formed a relationship. And I gave his first show we did in Santa Maria.
Up
Him-
north.
Yep, him, AMG. This was before Michael Jackson moved out there.
Okay.
Wow.
So, and it was dope. They didn't have a deal or nothing, but the people in Santa Maria, you thought they were rock stars.
Yeah, because
Wow.
I mean, that mixtape had floated around itself.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It's sort of like, you know, Toddy T and them back in the days with their mixtape. And then by the time they got their deal, I forgot who they were signed to, when they did the battle ram or whatnot. Then the record was
It
like,
was some weird label.
yeah, it was
Man, I'm
some
about
weird
to say,
ass.
bro, that's gonna be a hard label to
Nah,
name right now.
You know
if
it's
we
gone.
D,
remember it,
D,
we'd know.
motherfucker, D. Do you know?
D know.
Do you know,
that
D?
label.
We stumped
that
D.
label.
Yep, D got stumped today.
Oh, the Wikipedia got stuck.
I got stunk today.
Once we hear it, we'll know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
84? Battle Ram was 84, 85?
Around that time. Yeah.
Around that time.
I know
That shit
after
felt
that,
like 83.
They was there, and then they went to Capitol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
by the time they went to Capitol, they just sold a shitload of records at the
Right.
battle round. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, so I think I use that same situation with the DJ Quick situation. Like, you know, okay, he had this mixtape flying around. A lot of people was on it. A real mixtape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Not
then-
this garbage they got going.
Yeah, a real mixtape.
real
You know what I'm saying?
mixtape.
A tape that you bought, a TDK, and put records on and sold it to the hoods.
Right, right.
You know what I mean?
Quick,
So-
quick note. Toddy T, born in Compton. Music group Brian Syndicate. Record labels Groove City, Thump Records, and Quality.
Okay, I'm talking about Groove City.
There we go.
It's the white label with the rainbow looking
That's
shit
the
on
Groove City.
That's
GRUV
There's
City.
no way I would remember that.
Well, I didn't. I had to, that's
That
called
was,
Google.
by the
Yeah.
time he got to that label, he had already sold a shitload of battle
At the
rams
rodeo,
already.
exactly.
Yep,
He was at
him
the
and
rodeo
Spade
getting
running
rid.
around.
Exactly,
Yep,
exactly.
yep, yeah.
Okay, so tell me this, Greedy. Was it hard for him to break away from Penthouse Players, and he thought could he do his own solo stuff at that time, or was just naturally progressed?
I wanted to sign the whole group, but me and Player Ham could never come to terms. Okay. you know, we had two different visions. I had one vision. Okay, this is a group. Let me do what I do.
Exactly.
But at the time, he wanted all this crap that I could provide. Man, I was working at the grocery store at the time.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
I was working graveyards. I didn't have no, ton of money to be, given. So that's why we never could come to terms.
And then, so did y'all end up, or did Quick end up doing a full Penthouse Players album?
Yeah. Eventually, Ruthless signed him.
Okay. I do remember that. I do remember that.
They just-
And Quick got to produce over there.
Yeah, Quick got to produce
with
it.
Easy. Yeah, Easy was on the record.
Well,
I remember that.
After Quick blew up, Easy started hanging out at the house.
No. Real talk,
Just
and I'm
so
going to put this in
happens.
the video. I got footage of that from your neighbor. No, I got
That's
I got
right.
Footage
You've
from
been
that
working on
with
that.
Easy
Easy over Greedy's.
I got
Oh,
footage.
I gotta
It's
see
going
this.
down. It's going down.
What happened was at the time, Dre had left Ruthless. So Jerry kind of sick, Easy over, trying to snake Quick out
Okay, exactly.
because they like Quick's birthday came up. They threw him a party at Gladstone.
Oh, yeah.
all the nice stuff.
Oh, yeah.
you know,
That floss.
that floss.
That floss, like, come on over here, man. We just lost our anchor. We need another anchor. We need another anchor. So you convinced him, or you didn't convince him. You doing this solo stuff. You guys blow up. You thought you was blowing up, and you knew you was going to blow up because of the Santa Maria concerts, and he had fans anyway. But then y'all dropped that album.
Oh, we dropped that album. It was crazy, man.
You dropped that
We
album.
dropped the album, and a week later, we was up in San Francisco at a club called Daly City.
That was the born and raised, right?
I mean, the Jam City. It was a city called Daly.
Yeah, Daly City was the city. That's where Pro Tools came out of. I remember that.
Yeah, and they had us at this club, and the stage was about 2 inches off the ground.
Shitless circuit.
Yeah. So at the time, I had before AMG got his deal, we had recorded an AMG album, a Second to None album, and my plan was to have them perform, being the opening act for when Quick goes out.
Right.
So the setup for the show was Second come out and do a song, and AMG come out and do a song, then Quick would come out. Second comes out do this song, and they got a little applause. Second come out, AMG comes out, and then Quick came out, and he said 2 words. Like, man, it was like 200-300 girls just rushed the stage.
Wow.
It was the perm, man.
I was about to say that.
They like the perm. He had that perm.
That nigga shit was
Yeah.
bouncy, nigga.
He had the
And
perm.
light.
He was slim with that motherfucking King's coat, trench coat.
Oh, yeah. It was that.
Hey, nigga.
Yeah.
All the nigga needed was a keytar, nigga. That nigga would have been super fun.
Not a guitar, a keytar.
A keytar. That's what I'm saying. A keytar.
Exactly.
Nigga.
I caught
I
that.
mean, those are some fun days, you know.
It had to be, man.
And
So from working on that, you know what I mean, and then transferring to something like a Moke and Steph, you know what I mean? It really just shows your ability as a producer. You produced on that record as well, or just engineered?
just engineer.
Just engineered.
I just direct.
You was the man behind the man.
I call myself a fixer.
I mean, you was making shit happen though, Greedy.
I like to fix records. I don't
Right.
That's right. That's right.
Damn right. Got to
And
be
so-
somebody to fix it.
Quick's blowing up, AMG's blowing up. Now, was you one of the first to understand, like, I got these cats in my camp. It don't matter who I sign with because we all one camp.
Well, I didn't want to put all the eggs in one basket, so I had multiple. I wanted multiple deals.
Okay. And that was dope. I think Easy did that too with his groups, and you did the same thing with your groups. Now, did you ever wanted to do your label then, or you was just okay with putting out groups and seeing where it land?
I always wanted to do my own label.
Always.
But I'm going to tell you something else. Well, when I first got Quick and I tried to get him a deal, I took him to Priority. Brian Turner's like, I got the original. I don't want to fake.
Shot him down.
Shot him down.
Wow.
Yep, shot him down. And then, Profile signed him.
Profile got on him, which was an independent as well.
Yeah. Shout out to Profile, man.
Profile.
For sure.
For seeing what was good.
Run
Who was-
DMC. And all.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So who was
Exactly.
the distributor?
D, you left me hanging.
I forgot who that distributor. They had an indie distributor. I forgot what's the name of the distributor. They had a distributor.
Profile was pushing around here like a major.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
It was.
It was a.
Shout outs to Profile, damn it. Give it to me.
Well,
Yeah.
we had McCullough
Nigga.
out here.
Right.
They had some other distributor in New York would distribute
Right.
Tommy Brothers, all their little indie
Right.
labels.
Hey, let me tell you though, Profile was, and I just had to throw this out there because I had like a little flashback as a kid. You know, niggas talk about the Long Beach VIP, but I'm here to tell you, nigga, I knew nothing about that one. I knew everything about the one in Inglewood, nigga, on Imperial and Crenshaw. And that.
So you saying that to say what, Montage?
I'm saying that to say that's where
Because
I
I ain't
learned.
gonna let you erase my history.
Hey, no. That's history. I didn't know about it though. I'm gonna be honest. Niggas from Inglewood didn't really
Yeah.
know about Long
Well, you
Beach.
know,
You know
Los
what I'm saying?
Angeles
Not in
is that big.
1985. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Los Angeles is that big. Y'all
Right.
went to World on Wheels. We went to Skate Depot.
Right, but all
You know
I'm
what
saying is that store helped me recognize shit by labels. I used to be able to walk into the
Right.
store and be like,
Right.
anything from Profile, nigga, I didn't even know what was on it, nigga. I just
Right.
grabbed it. Anything from Tommy Boy.
Who was on Profile?
Nigga, anything
Brian
from
and them?
Select,
Yeah,
nigga.
yeah.
was Dana
man.
Dane on Profile?
Bro,
Yep.
I can't
Dana
think
Dane,
of,
huh?
yeah, he probably was, but I can't think of everybody. I just know that I
Jekyll and
bought
Hyde.
shit.
Jekyll and Hyde.
I bought shit by fucking label,
That's how I
bro.
did.
That's a
Like,
testament, though. That's a testament
That's
to
a
that.
testament,
That's a
bro.
testament to
That-
labels.
that-
Shout out to VIP, nigga.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. Calvin.
I did the same thing when I was DJing. If it was a Profile label, give me that. Give me
Yeah.
that.
And
Yeah.
I don't ever remember going, man, I fucked up today. Like, I don't ever
Nah,
remember that.
it was always good.
Yeah,
It was always
good
good.
quality. Profile always put out good quality records.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
also Select.
That's what I'm
Select
saying.
too.
Select was there. Tommy Boy was there. Profile. It was a
Come
couple
on,
of.
Tommy Boy had Planet Rock.
Yeah, come on, bro. You knew anything with them 3 dancing niggas on it. He's like, scoop that up.
Ready.
Give me
You
that.
was
Give me
ready.
that.
Especially at them days and now, you know. But you'll fuck around and get some disco still back then. So you better get the 3 dancing men if you wanted any kind of hip hop flavor whatsoever. Pretty dope. Pretty dope.
So what was the scene like real quick on in LA? Like, you know, I know on our side, like I'm glad Montage brought that up. You basically in the South Central side, was you like, well, you had a guy from the Compton side, you know what I mean?
I was all over.
Right. You know what I mean? So it was, you know, Skateland was cracking.
You know what? Even though I was all over, I never really went to Skateland.
Really? And that's
that
good.
Was a little
nigga.
good time. That was a little-
Skateland was the spot.
Skateland was not for it. Let me tell you, bro. Let's just section this shit out. Niggas West Side wasn't going to Skateland,
Nah.
nigga. That just didn't really happen. You had to
West
be
side
invited
of
by
LA.
your cousins.
That's the west side of Compton. You know what I
Right.
mean? On
I'm just
Central
saying.
over there, but
Like, that's a good point. You had to be invited.
Yeah, you had to be invited,
You had
bro.
to be
You had
from
to
that
be
area.
invited.
Yeah.
Your
You had to be
cousins
from
had to
that
be
area.
like, yo, we going
Yeah.
to skate, you know, and they
Yeah.
from over there, and then you go. Like, other than that, pulling up the skate
but it was
nigga,
cats
Just on
like
the Hummer?
Lonzo.
Yeah, nah.
It was cats like Lonzo that had Eve After Dark and all that shit. Was you fucking with all that?
I wasn't messing with all that.
None of that.
I went to it was a place on Western in 91st.
Nigga, that's as far as niggas went back then. Western was
The workshop.
Hey, that's when Western was that divider. That remember when Western used to be considered like, okay, everything on the east side of Western
So look,
is the east side.
is this back in the back, like name of the game, Carolina West days?
back that time.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's the scene. My mom should be like, y'all finna stay with y'all auntie. We finna go to the name of the game.
Oh, not the name of the game.
I spent many nights at the name of the game. Oh, it's name of the game in Carolina West. Okay.
Hey.
Name of the game's getting ready to close. Let's go to the West.
Hey, on that note though, shout out to Mavericks Flat. I don't know what they doing, but I don't know if you've seen it lately. Like,
Oh, yeah,
that shit looking pretty.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit looking pretty.
Outside, I used to DJ there.
Oh yeah.
I DJ'd when they had the playpen down there.
Damn.
Up at the Army had the playpen.
Yeah, okay.
Many nights I look out the door like that club is kind of.
So
Yeah.
see, you saying how legend he is.
Right.
We talking about Carolina West.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Name of the game.
Yeah.
And then of course we had my generation, Paradise and the Palladium and Water the Bush,
Right.
Hollywood Live and all that
Right.
shit.
Jamaica House.
Jamaica House. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And shit. Then they went to some other shit, Peanuts and all that.
Oh,
kind of
that it
shit.
got kind of weird.
It got weird.
it
Yeah.
It got a little weird.
It got a little less than zero.
Yeah. But you know what though? Peanuts was cracking.
Yeah, because you will
Yeah.
You will fall in.
You gotta
hold
fall
off.
Let's just keep
Yeah.
it all the
Fall
way.
in.
Let's educate.
You
let's
gotta walk in there with
hold
your
on.
chest out though.
Let's educate everybody on the Los Angeles scene that don't know, because this is the realest shit I can say. Early on, probably before a lot of other states, promoters for whatever reason started taking it. I guess they was giving the lower rates to the mostly gay clubs, but there was a lot of gay clubs that had straight nights that promoters was using those clubs,
Right.
And that's how we ended up
At Peanuts.
start
But
going
the
there.
gay nights messed it up for me.
But because they would blend in sometimes, and it
I
would be
pulled
like,
up one
oh
day,
man,
two dudes, he had his hand in his pocket, and I was like, what's going on up at the club?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm finna
It was
shoot
a lot
this.
of that, though.
I was on the
Yeah.
wrong night.
Wrong night. You know how you go up that hill? They walking up the hill like he pushing him on the ass up. I'm like,
Is this Tuesday? Because I'm
I'm like,
supposed to be here on
Hey,
Tuesday.
hey, I'm telling you, bro, that's how
I'm
it
like,
is. That's why
what's up
anybody
with the club?
anybody from Cali that's in the industry and ain't on no kind of shit like that, we just like used to seeing it technically, because if you was in the industry and you went to those parties, bro, they force you to kind of somehow mix up in there,
Right.
and you had to just figure it out and stay
That's why
clean,
you do
nigga.
like me and just
Like
don't
they-
go.
Yeah, or don't go. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
go.
But I done caught a bunch
Let
of
those guys
badass
have
ones at
fun.
them parties
I'm
too.
sure you did, because those girls hang with those guys.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know
they
what I'm saying? But, you know what I mean? You just don't go. You know what I mean?
And
It's not our night. It's
Keep it all the way 100, nigga. You really winning when the gay dude think you look nice, nigga. Then
Nah,
you winning,
ain't
nigga.
winning.
I know, yeah, you are, nigga, because she gonna tell that. She gonna tell old girl.
Yeah,
she gonna tell old
I don't
girl.
want them dudes to tell me I'm cool.
No.
Hold on.
They tell them, my nigga, just like other
I'm
bitches. They probably, honestly, the most non-hating motherfuckers, actually, and they'll get you like hooked
I
up.
don't want that kind of love though. They can have that. That's them.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
good on that.
as long as she's straight, I'll take it. She can have a whole house full of gay niggas. Like, as long as she's straight, I'm cool.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So DJing, played all the great Los Angeles clubs, back to Quick, back to Second to None. Now, do you get all three of them deals? Or
I got all three of them deals. I got
Dope.
AMG deal on Select. And then I went back to Profile with Second. But Second, there was a good album, but the label.
and we talking Second to None?
Yeah, the Profile one got into a little turmoil with the owners.
Really?
Yeah, so they kind of split. Right.
That was a big record back in the days, and back then it wasn't too crowded. You know what I mean? With all this shit. You know what I mean? So
We're talking
you-
Second to None.
Yeah, so you can
And
really
their- and their
focus on
label
K
deal.
and D. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In Compton, we used to bump that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was a good album.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
a
a
great
good-
record.
that was a good album.
But you could tell it wasn't like the stardomship of it. It wasn't like DJ Quick. coming
No,
out, though.
it didn't have that fire.
that
That
power.
magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just in the cut though, the shit was knocking. Beats
Oh
was
yeah,
banging, hooks
Beats was
there.
great. Who produced that album? The Second to None album?
Quick.
The whole album.
The whole album.
Dope.
But I'm gonna tell you
Dope.
something that confuses people. People think Quick produced AMG.
He didn't.
Nah, AMG. Yeah.
AMG. Don't sleep on AMG.
No,
I
the
know.
noodle. That's the noodle.
yeah.
AMG.
Man,
AMG
you know
can
what? I
produce, man.
forgot. So who did Lyrical Joyride?
I think
G.
G did his whole album.
Hey, don't sleep on AMG. I've seen him.
I done sparred with him. I done sparred at Greedy's. You know what I mean? You know, about 4 o'clock in the morning off 2 packs of Newport.
That's G. G say, hey, man, I want to record. Okay, so you thinking about 7, 8 o'clock. He's standing around drinking his Coke, smoking his cigarette.
Right.
Come on, G, can we start? It's 10 o'clock. No, man, give me another hour.
You look up, it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
All right, man, let's go.
Let's go.
Hey, but that's that magic hour, bro. A lot of good music get made from like 2 a.m. to 5 a.m., bro.
Very dope producer. Very, very underrated and very dope producer.
Shout out to AMG, my nigga, please, man.
AMG. For sure. All right, so you had great success. Death Row was getting warm around that time.
Yeah.
Warm. You managing quick.
Yeah.
Tell me something.
We went to the last BRE conference.
Okay.
Up at the Wilton, not the Western.
Okay.
By the airport.
By the airport. And somehow Suge and his crew kind of kidnapped Quick and
Whoa.
and then it was all downhill.
G shit.
Yeah, it was all downhill.
Boom.
You know, boom. Hey, I'm gonna go hang out with Death Row.
Well, you know, same neighborhood. It was meant to be.
Well,
regardless,
see, that's the thing that kind of depressed me about the business.
Yeah.
Because I'm in it for the music.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
That's what I do. I'm not a gangbanger.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't ride with a bunch of niggas.
But on the
posse.
West Coast, it's just
That culture.
you product of your environment. You know what I mean?
And it was less gang banging on that note than you from the neighborhood, you rolling with our neighborhood because you
Right.
from the
But
neighborhood.
let's be honest. At that time, Ro was just rolling in money.
Oh, yeah.
That too.
And Quick
That
was
too.
looking at the exposure
Yeah.
of the label, and everyone.
Oh, it was a
everybody
juggernaut.
was blowing up.
It was a juggernaut.
and I know he was looking at that.
Yeah, but
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it was more being safe. Didn't want to be over there. Like, you know what? I'd rather go over there and get down with him because I can't beat him. You know what I mean? For this, you know what I mean? The different shit that could possibly happen from him representing that side of town. You know what I mean? And then he's not fucking with him. You know what I mean? That's going to bring drama. So, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know, I'm sure it wasn't personal. You know what I mean? I'm sure, I can't speak for Q. You know what I'm saying? He's a good friend of mine, but, you know what I mean? I'm sure he was like, man, I'm safe.
He wanted that power.
He needs that power.
He needed that power, and Profile wasn't giving him that power.
Yeah, a shot to be with Dre and Snoopy and Pac and all this, man. Come on.
He always looked up to Dre.
Right.
That was his protege, or like that was his inspiration.
That was his
muse?
inspiration.
Dope.
That was his goal.
What a lot of us, you know.
I put Quick right up under Dre.
Me too.
And in some cases, I put him in front of Dre.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I've been to Dre's studio, and shout out to Dre, but I can't say that I've seen him hands-on with all the instruments as much as I've seen Quick hands-on with all the instruments. Because that's
Super
Quick's thing.
facts.
He's like, Quick is like, yo, come check me out. I'm doing this, and this. And that's in a good way I say that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he's definitely the man in that regard.
Yeah, he know how to have fun.
Quick is the only producer I know. Like, we would go to West LA Music and get equipment.
Right.
He'll buy a piece of equipment. We come back to the studio. He'll open the box, take out the manual. We ready to plug it in.
Let's
he
go.
ready to go.
He's reading the manual. It'll stay in the box until the next day till he even read the
Until he
manual.
finished it. Oh wow.
Finished the manual. That was like.
And that's how he get them great sounds and them nooks and crannies because he knew how to actually work it.
Yeah.
Top to
And-
bottom.
His own sounds. You could tell his signature shit.
As far as
it's
his
true.
performance too, he's like one of the only ones that gets out there with the iMac and pretty much sets up his studio on stage and
I've
does the
seen that
shit
too.
live.
Yes, sir.
Like I've seen him do that a couple of times. You know what I'm saying? He's dope in that regard. I mean,
Now, the struggle between being a producer and him rapping, was he wanting to rap, or he's like, man, I just better do it myself because ain't nobody gonna do it like me over my own music, or was it any about it? He always wanted to rap and produce.
I'm gonna tell you, my theory is he always wanted to rap and produce.
That's dope.
And I can't think of one record that he rapped on that somebody else produced.
Okay. Oh, has he? Oh, Has he done a full song with another producer? If you can't, I know we can't. D. Oh wait, hold on. We got the Wikipedia.
D, motherfucker. D was good.
No, he's always done his own. Even when he worked with Dre.
Who are you, D? Who are you?
All right.
There you go. What's that?
He's always worked on his own. And even when he was with Dre, he was the one that made the Truth Hurts beat.
Yeah.
With Rakim. Quick did that beat, not Dre.
So to put it on me,
No,
Quick did that.
I'm gonna give you just a little nugget about that track. That track, AMG actually did that track for MC Light.
Which one?
That Truth Hurt.
Is that right?
Yeah, and somehow Quick heard it and shuffled it off to
old girl.
And we worked it.
He worked G for that one.
Wow.
Oh, they close friends. They worked it out.
Yeah, I guess.
It's like both of ours. We just gonna keep it at mile.
It's like both of ours. So, he's rapping. He's producing. Album is big. How did you? Because you didn't once Quick left and kind of went to Death Row. You still had a great big life when you started Outburst.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
Battle Cat.
Wow.
Battle Cat came to me and said, "Hey man, I got this dude, Genuine Draft. He's dope." Which was Domino name on that
Sure
Buzzin'
was.
Crips record.
Okay.
And Domino picked me up. I mean, I picked Domino up. We riding around. He said, "Okay, this is my first single." And he rapped it in my ear. We didn't have no music and no track. I was like, "Oh shit, this is it."
Damn.
And that was Ghetto Jam.
Wow. A big hit.
Big hit, yeah. And it went on from there. You know,
Okay.
I let me say this: when I first started in me and Tone went our separate ways. I was kind of messed up mentally.
Okay.
I started because at the time I was working at the grocery store, and I went into a depression.
Oh, wow.
And then I just one night I just like, man, you know what? He didn't make me. I made him.
Boom.
That's right.
You know.
Get right in the mic for me.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
bring it to you, however it needs to go.
Oh, okay, yeah. He didn't make me. I made him. So I said I can do it again. I can do this in my sleep. So
Dope.
from there on, I never worried about any artist leaving me or nothing.
Yeah.
If you didn't want to work with me, I don't want to work with you. I'm not gonna
sure.
sit there and be chasing you and begging you, oh please come back.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So when Domino came onto the scene, I was like, wow, okay, this is what I need to do. And Battle Cat came in. We produced the whole album at the studio. It wasn't the back studio wasn't completed.
Nah,
We had drywall
Yeah.
and concrete floors, and Cackman did his thing, and then we ended up going to Skip Sailors and
Finishing it off.
Finished the album.
Nice.
And what was his first jam? Ghetto Jam?
Ghetto Jam.
Cat
Ghetto
produced that, right?
Cat produced that whole album.
Wow. Dope. West Coast legend.
Automatic
BC.
shout-outs.
Shout out to Battle Cat.
And that's
for
some
sure.
dope dudes coming through there.
Man.
So you had Tone Loc, DJ Quick, and his whole entourage. Then you got Battle Cat,
Battle Cat,
Domino.
Second to none.
That was Quick and his
Behind,
whole entourage.
Okay.
Yeah. He's behind the
BG
scene.
Knockout and Drayster.
Well,
That was later.
I had some groups in between there that I thought should have made it, but it's just
Sick Block.
Solo chill.
Solo. Yeah, actually, I like the Sick Block. I like Mike.
Oh, yeah. Hey, at the time that Lost in Compton shit and all that shit, bro.
Mike was dope.
Mike was
Yeah.
dope,
Oh, yeah.
bro. He
But
was
he
just
had a
gone.
lot going on in his head. So
yeah,
he was
yeah.
not really focused.
Most geniuses.
Shout out to
is
Red
just-
Boy.
Yeah, oh no, for sure. Mike is dope. Mike was dope. He was our star
I
for
always-
sure.
Yeah, he was a star.
He was one of our
I
stars.
knew he was a
for
star,
sure.
but I could never get him to like
focus.
Right.
focus and lock down.
Right.
You know, if he would have focused and locked down, I would have really messed with Sick Block.
Damn.
You know,
That
Dang.
There it is.
close.
There it is, bro.
There it is.
But yet
There
that
it is.
far.
We knew we had something because we was
that
over there and
much.
y'all wasn't treating us like stewardesses and shit. Like, so we knew we had some just
Like other
unorganized.
neighbors, they're unorganized.
Yeah.
You know.
well, the way I like to work is when I get a new group or something, I just like, okay, here's the studio. Y'all go at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all figure this out.
Figure-
And I let you beat yourself up and get tired, and then I come in and I'm like, okay, this is what we need to do. You know,
nice.
Right.
that's how I like to work.
And the smart ones listen and
Smart ones
succeed,
listen, just succeed,
and the
exactly.
others don't,
Yeah.
and don't succeed.
Now, let me jump on in here with a freestyle question just to change it up a bit. But can you possibly, because we know there's a lot of great Greedy Greg studio stories. Is there any that you can share with us that's kind of just out of this world? Like, just pick one.
South side to the best, north side to the least, doing forward to 80. South side to the best, north side to the least, doing forward to 80. Greater later, player to player, real shit lasts